This is considered his last interview from Thomas Markle. Hopefully that's not the case, but it is insane what we're seeing and how brutal this is. Let's check out some clips of it and my thoughts on it.
By fathers against their children. What do you think it is? I mean, you know Meghan probably better than anyone except Harry and her mother. What do you think it is which is allowing her to maintain this distance, given that actually what's happened between you isn't that serious?
I really have no idea, and as far as the thing I'm accused of, it turns out I was set up for that, and it set out to ruin the wedding. It was a ploy of a company, and I was a victim.
Thomas,
So this is crazy. I don't know the guy. I'm not related to him. And I was feeling terrible watching this. Like, how sad is that? He's had a awful stroke. He probably thinks and feels he doesn't have much time left. He's having trouble speaking, and he's devastated to not see his grandkids. And this whole reason that he's completely cut out, or the main one, is that he posed for paparazzi photos. And I still don't understand Harry's and Meghan's perspective, like, oh, you need to tell us the truth, and he couldn't, so we need to cut him out forever. Makes no sense. And for me, again, it's all about control. Harry and Meghan are obsessively controlling. Is they can have paparazzi photos when and where they want. They can say what they want and when they want to say it about anyone, especially Prince Harry with his book. But anyone doing anything they don't like is infuriating. And I think this comes from just massive entitlement. Her father got Meghan into the movie business. I think she used her looks quite a bit, had a lot handed to her. She's good at manipulating, and Harry was born with so much. So I think that's part of their background, and some people are just naturally jerks. In addition to that, it's really important to think about, like, what that means to deny him seeing his grandkids. Does that help the grandkids? Does that really do anything for Meghan? Like, do you think they want to grow up like, oh, I never met my grandfather? So you also see all the photos Harry and Meghan are constantly putting out of their kids. And to me, that's the sort of person who uses children as props, is they can hurt people by not letting them meet them, even if the kids would probably be happy to meet their grandparents. They can use their children to take photos to show how great they are, and it's pretty sick.
and said, after the wedding, my father did interviews, mostly saying things about me. It was incredibly painful. And the world is watching this drama play out. And then he started criticising the royal family. It was very embarrassing for the family. It was a problem that needed to be solved. And they wanted me to make it stop. And because I'd reached out to Her Majesty, I was like, this is what's going on. What do you want me to do? What advice do you have? And ultimately, it was suggested by the Queen that I write my father a letter. Now, that letter was then given by you, presumably, to the Mail on Sunday, and Meghan successfully sued the Mail on Sunday for publishing that letter. Is that not also something that's contributed to the rift?
One page of the letter I released, but not the entire letter. I never released that to anyone.
But you released part of it.
And
So to me, I'm not going to say he was totally perfect, but if you look at his crimes compared to the punishment, it's insane. What I see is a guy who's really desperate. He's someone who I think was needy. I talked about this in another video where he had a shirt. It was like, oh, I tricked her into marrying me. It was a joke, but I think it shows that his mentality is that he's needy. He's like, I need this woman to love me. I need my daughter to love me. And he showered them with everything they could ever want. And that led to him being treated like dirt, maybe contribute to Meghan's narcissism. And then once he's cut out, he's just desperate. He doesn't know what to do. I'm going to go to the media. I'm going to publish a letter. And again, it's like, it doesn't seem like that huge of a crime. Or at least if you see the man is on his way out, I mean, he's in that condition to not let the grandkids meet him. That's insane. Like, the amount of vindictiveness that is ludicrous. That's not about like her protecting herself. It's like, let the guy on his deathbed just see his freaking grandkids. So yeah, it's some pretty crazy stuff, and it's kind of wild. I'll get these crazy comments like hating me. They're like, he deserves it. They like are brainwashed and worship Harry and Meghan, but that's that.